Good evening and welcome to this channel about past lives and reincarnation. I always read the comments, I love them. And today I read this one, which inspires me to talk about this subject. I think it's a very important subject. So, this is the comment. It seems that some people have these types of experiences when young. I wonder why they stop. Is it something that people do to stop having them? Or do they still have them, only they can't remember them as they age? Or did something happen to the world so that people cannot any longer have such experiences? It's a good one, isn't it? So I've been looking at this a lot because this is exactly what happened to me. I had these fantastic experiences when I was a kid. And then it stopped. When I was about 12, it was gone. It was like I lost myself. And I didn't understand it at the time, when I was 12. But it made me angry. I didn't know this was making me angry, but it did. I was missing myself. You see? And of course, I've seen it. You know, with kids. Kids are in general very joyful, creative, right? And then something happens to them. So what is it? Now to me it was like this. I got it back. I worked very, very hard on this when I got older. And I had success. So I got myself back, which was a great relief. But I understand. I think most people, they don't. They are sort of gone for the rest of their lives. It's a very sad situation. Right. A lot of them get it back though. I know, I met them. So what is it? Well, this is what I came up with. This is true to me. May not be true to you. But this is what's going on when kids lose themselves. Right. So imagine this. You start a new life and you are right then in a pretty good shape. You are in general, I would say, you are in your natural condition. So you are happy. That's what you are. You are joyful and creative. That's your natural state. And you may have some experiences. You know, you hear kids, they talk about past lives, right? And then they stop. Or they have imaginary friends. And then they don't have them anymore, right? So, this is what's going on. So you have this condition. You are in a good shape as a kid. And then you run into people. That's what happens. You run into your parents, your babysitter, your teacher, the authorities, the government. You have this relationship with them. And this is what it was for me. I had no clue that some of these people were in such a terrible shape. They had this attitude towards you. They didn't like you. And the whole system is rigged. It was built by people like this. People with this attitude. They don't want you to be happy and creative. They don't want you to be a rebel or think for yourself. See? They want you to fit in. They want to be able to control you. So this is how the system is built. They are built by these assholes. These systems. And then of course you meet all these people, right? Like your parents or your uncle or something. And they are affected by this thing, by this rigged system. So they are too in a bad shape. And they sort of adopted this attitude. So when you come along with all your space and joy, they get this impulse to adjust you to make you fit. You see? That's where you get all these ideas and confusions about life. And they will tell you, oh no, you say you have an imaginary friend. There's no such thing. You're imagining things. Maybe we can medicate you, you see? And this is of course terrible. This is pushing you down. Because of course you want to have friends, right? And you want a good life. So, and then you have all these people around you and you feel, well, I have to talk to them. I have to listen to them. They know something, see? So you run into them. And it's like hitting a brick wall, basically. That's what I think is happening. That's right. Now, over the years, I developed a system to deal with these people. You know, if I had known this when I was a kid, if I had known anything about this, I would have done much better. I know it. Somebody told me about these things. See? There are some people around you here that want you harm. You know. So you better not compromise with yourself. Find your inner strength. Things like this. These lessons. Very important that we pass these on to kids. Anyway, I developed a system, right, on how to deal with these people. And it's basically this. So you meet a person. And of course you get a feeling about this person. Gut feeling, something you observe, right? And you like the person. Let's say you like him or her. This is what I do. I keep the door open. And I start, if I can, I start to contribute to that person. If I can. And that person, if the person is a good one, will start to contribute back. So you're basically giving power to a person and you get power back. And then if you don't like them, if I don't like them, I close the door. I don't contribute to them. See? And if they are truly toxic, I lock the door. I don't want anything to do with them. And now we have these governments and authorities that are totally toxic. And my strategy is basically to have as little as possible to do with them. See? So that's how I do it. And it sort of builds up power. That's the thing. It's a surprising thing, actually, that happens. I've been doing this for many, many years now. Closing and opening doors. See? And you reach new levels. It's an amazing thing. But I think it's because you reach more and more of your inner abilities and strengths. It's a natural thing. It's a development that you experience. That's what I think is going on. So I just keep closing and locking doors and opening doors, you know. And once I close the door, I leave it closed. I don't compromise with my gut feeling about this person. And if I like the person, I make sure to keep the door open. See? Unless something happens, of course. Well, this is my strategy. Now, if people got to know about these things when they were kids, this place would be very, very different, of course. All right. Be good.